what's up? This is Bourque, and I recently had a request to make a tunnel flip tutorial, so that's what's happening right now. So in case you don't know what a tunnel flip is, it's basically a side flip moving forward. So like, a lot of people are gonna do it off of one leg and do like a scoop with their other one. And basically that's what this tutorial is mostly gonna be about, is how to do it off of that one leg. But I'm also gonna have like a little segment where I'm gonna show how you do it off of two legs. It's probably easier to do it off of two legs, but it's a lot less useful because you can't like stride and do it off of two legs. You can't like, it's just less flowy if you do it off of 2 feet. So I would recommend learning it off of 2 feet and then maybe going into one leg. So let's get started. So you're probably sitting on your computer or your phone or whatever wondering, how do I, as basic as I am, become as badass as he is? You can do tunnel flips and stuff. So the first thing you want to be able to do is a good side flip like this. Alright, and then you're probably going to be able to do a good side flip off of an obstacle, at least waist high. This is a bit shorter, but it'll do. You want to go like this, and then just side flip off, whatever. But if you don't have either of those things, close your computer, turn off your phone, whatever, go outside and throw some side flips, get to that at least, and then come back and I'll be here. So if you're still here, that means that you have at least a good side flip and a good side flip off of an obstacle. If you don't, I guess you're just watching the video, but whatever, have fun. So now what we're going to be working on is one leg side flips. So I know it sounds kind of awkward, but I promise it's easy peasy. If you have a mattress or something, you might want to lay it out now. And I want you to find something about this high with some grass. I guess if you don't have a mattress. You're going to get up on the obstacle, and you're going to have one leg that you're going to be jumping off of, and one leg that you're going to be kicking with. So the leg that you're going to be kicking with is going to be your inside leg, and the leg that you're going to be jumping off of is going to be your outside leg. So your inside leg is going to be the one that you're flipping over. So if I'm going to my left, I'm going to be kicking with my left leg and jumping with my right leg. If I'm going to be flipping to my right, I'm going to be kicking with my right leg and jumping with my left. So it's going to look something like this. Not too hard, a little bit weird like I said. Okay, so the first thing towards trying a one-legged side flip is I like to have a nice controlled run up that's the same every time I do, like every time I try the move, I like to have the same run up. So I'll get on the obstacle, whatever I'm doing, and I'll like put my foot where I'm going to be taking off, so here, and then I'll like backtrack a step a bit, and then I'm going to just do this and like think about what I'm going to be doing with the move every time. So if you're doing it with your right leg, you're going to be jumping off your right leg, put your right leg on the side of the obstacle, step back like a nice long step. So now you have this here, maybe like 1 foot behind it, stride forward, and then you can like prep yourself to do it. If you're doing it off of your left leg, it's going to be the other way around. Put your left leg on the edge of the obstacle, step a nice long step back, have it here, stride forward, pow. Right? So now you're going to actually have to kind of go for it. When you're doing this, you need to use your leg. You have to kick with it. It's going to get you a lot of rotation that's going to make up for the lack of height that you're getting from using 1 foot. Don't think that I'm saying because you're going to have less height that you need to not worry so much about how high you're getting. You really need to jump off of this leg. Like, you have to put a lot more into this because you have literally half as much force. You have half of a leg. So make sure that you're compensating for that and really going through with it. Okay? When you kick this leg, I usually bring it about here and then like kind of like scoop it through. I don't keep my leg completely straight. I don't know if it's more effective to keep your leg completely straight, but I do like this little scoop thing, and that goes straight into my tuck. So I'm going to be jumping high here, scooping up, and that's how I get my one-legged side flips. Now, once you have your one-legged side flips, you have two paths that you can kind of choose. You can either start going for 2-foot tunnel flips like this, or you can start working from a one-leg side flip and eventually placing your foot and putting your chest eventually forward to where you're going into a tunnel flip. I'm gonna cover the 2-foot side flip 2-foot tunnel flip first, and then maybe I'll place like a skip link to the 1 foot tunnel flip. So that skip link's probably gonna be like right here, I don't know, somewhere here. Got it? Cool. So if you're still here, that means that you want to try a 2 foot tunnel flip. And I would recommend going for this first if you're not comfortable trying it with 1 foot just yet. So what you're going to want to do, just to get yourself a bit practiced, go on the edge of the obstacle, stand flat. I don't want you running up for this. I want you to be comfortable with side flipping off of it. So stand here, side flip off. Right? Easy peasy. Get back on. And then I want you to stand, if you were doing it here at first, stand about here. Turn yourself a bit, take a step back, and side flip here. But I don't want you to side flip that way. I want you to run, I don't want you to run up this way. I want you to run up, but place your feet here like you would be side flipping this way, but instead I want you to side flip this way. So still place your feet a bit sideways. But don't put them like all the way sideways. I want them to be like half and half. Maybe 45, right? So, go like this. And if you notice, because you have that forward momentum, but you're still trying to side flip, your chest is going to be a little bit more this way, and it's going to look like some wonky half tunnel flip, half side flip thing. So, whenever you start getting to like the straight 2 foot tunnel flips, I don't want you to punch it. You're going to come in split step. So it's going to look like this. Okay? Alright, so if you're here by now, then you probably want to be able to do a one-legged tunnel flip. And you've either gotten comfortable with 2 foot tunnel flips and you want some tips, or you're comfortable with your one leg side flips and again you want some tips. So to start off with, make sure you are using your kicking leg. Make sure that you really swing it. It's not like one of those extra things that you kind of just half think about and it's not really all that important. No, it's important. It gets you your rotation. And on the other hand, or the other foot, make sure you jump off of your other leg. Second, make sure that you're using your arms. There's a lot of into this. You can't just like do those weird little bunch up side flips that I see a lot of people doing. Use your arms, sweep through. I like to do like this clock, or this is one hand, this is the other hand. I start here, whoom. It's like they're connected, whoom, through, and then into the tuck, right? Use it. If you have it, why wouldn't you use it? Okay, cool. So whenever I spot from my side flips, I'm like here, I'm looking like through my own, like my armpit down more. When I'm spotting from my tunnel flips, I'm usually looking more right here forward instead of like down. So look forward more than you look down. You're still gonna want to spot your landing, but whenever I go for my tunnel flips, I'm looking straight ahead, not at the ground where I like when I do my side flips. If that helps any, cool. Okay, and the last thing is, I know that the tunnel flip is like a really, like it's not a hard move. I promise you guys, it's really easy. I suck at free running and I'm telling you it's easy, right? But it's really, really easy to over rotate. If you like practice them a lot, like you get kind of cocky with them. I've never under rotated a tunnel flip, if that tells you anything. I always over rotate them. So make sure that you really, really watch what you're doing, because if you're tunnel flipping and there's something to the left of you and you over rotate, you fall into it, or something to the right of you and you over rotate because you go the other way and you fall into it, that might hurt. I've never done that, but I've definitely over rotated tunnel flips on concrete a lot, and it doesn't feel that great, honestly. Okay, so the sun's really, really hot. It's making my GoPro shut off repeatedly because it's like how freaking overheated it's getting. So I really need to wrap this up. If you have any questions, comment down below because I'm still a nobody YouTuber and I can answer all of your questions. Besides that, here's a bunch of slow-mos that I'm going to throw for you. Trying to get a bunch of different angles, trying to show you my feet placement, all that kind of good stuff. Yeah.